Interestingly enough, our friend Phil Steele, been on the show. We talked about his preview mag a bunch of times here in the run-up to the 2021 season. He says that home field advantage at Camp Randall Stadium is worth precisely 5.25 points.
Okay.
So if you believe it, that pretty much negates the point spread here. Pretty much negates it. It would be about an even contest. Do I feel like this is an even matchup? I think so. How do you feel?
Yeah, I think it's relatively even. I'm more confident in these defenses than I am these offenses. Not because I don't like the coordinators or the quarterbacks, though there is some element of these quarterbacks that I'm not crazy about. But it's guys who missed a bunch of time at receiver last year for Wisconsin, a new starting running back in Chez. I don't think he even needs a last name.
Hold on, wait.
Chez.
Now,
Clemson transfer Chez, I think Mellusi.
How do we want to handle this? Because we did the Charlie to Chez conversion 2 years ago.
Right.
And I think we're sticking with that. But Chez feels like a variant of Chaz.
It is a variant, which is a loaded word right now.
True.
But the name Chez is too excellent and too important for us to just immediately decide on a nickname or a name for him in general. We just have to go with Chez, sort of like Cher, which I think it shares 3 of the 4 letters anyway. So it's just Chez.
Chez.
If something occurs to us in terms of a nickname with Chez, we will go there. But bigger picture-wise, I think I trust these defenses more than the offenses, and with the spread being what it is, and I think I like the surrounding talent around Sean Clifford at Penn State more in terms of offensive skill.
Yeah.
Like, they seem to be secretly kind of deep at running back, right? With Keyvone Lee and Noah Cain and John Lovett, the Baylor transfer, and then Jahon Dotson, who, I mean, is he one of the best 5 receivers in the country?
Probably.
I think there's an easy case for it. And then the emergence of Parker Washington, can't lose last year. I'm pretty big on what Penn State could do offensively if Sean Clifford looks like a more comfortable, confident version of himself.
Right.
So I'm going to go with Penn State in the points here. I just, taking points gives you 2 out of the 3 outcomes. And with the Wisconsin defense as good as it is, with the Penn State defense as promising as it is, I'm going for something close and relatively low scoring. So I'm going to take those points.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Dan. I think I like Penn State's offense a little bit better. I think I like Wisconsin's defense a little bit better. All in all, feels about a coin flip. My hesitation with Penn State is that I really like their offensive skill talent, which you just listed.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if they're going to be organized enough in week 1. Big road spot.
Huge.
Installing a new system under Mike Yurcich. I'm also not sure about their defensive front. Remember, that was one of the questions we had.
Lost some big pieces.
Yeah, going into the season against a team in Wisconsin that presumably is going to want to use that Chez however they can.
Yeah, a sort of new look, reshuffled offensive line for Wisconsin on their part. So there is some question marks on both sides when Wisconsin has the ball up front.
If they can run, I would assume that would be a bit of a matchup advantage for them. But again, that's kind of an unknown.
Sure.
I'm thinking this comes down to like a rock fight. It's 28-24. Somebody wins. I'll take the points happily, 5.5. It was lower before, but it's gone up now since some of the money has come in on Wisconsin. I like Wisconsin outright 28-24, but definitely Penn State with the points.
That's higher scoring than I see. I have it as like 21-20, 23-19, somewhere in there. Yeah.
But we do agree. Moving on.
Hey, thanks for watching. Consider, if you haven't, subscribing to the channel and hitting that little bell to be alerted, and listening to the podcast at solidverbal.com.